Hi there, and welcome to She Spice. Wendy Williams has, as of late, collected consideration in the media because of her ongoing state of being. A few individual specialists have communicated their warm words for her, but one outstanding figure who had an especially critical message was Bruce Willis. Apparently, he has more to pass on to Wendy past the general messages of help, yet prior to getting into Wendy's well-being, we should investigate Bruce's well-being and why he feels he should make an impression on Wendy in the spring of 2022. The spotlight radiated on Bruce Willis as news broke that he was wrestling with aphasia, a precarious condition that played find the stowaway with his relational abilities. Yet clutch your popcorn since there's a reprise after the fantastic uncover of his retirement post-Asia determination in 2022. The Willis family was back with a spin-off, an extreme update that is standing out as truly newsworthy in an unexpected development conveyed directly from Demi's Instagram account. The Fab Five ladies spilled the tea in a unified front on a joint post. The update was somewhat of a killjoy. They uncovered that Bruce's condition has brought a serious transformation into the domain of frontotemporal dementia. Otherwise known as FTD, it's a genuine show unfurling on the gram. It said Bruce generally accepted involving his voice on the planet to help other people, and to bring issues to light about significant issues both openly and secretly. We know in our souls that to answer by carrying worldwide consideration and a connectedness with the people who are likewise managing this crippling illness and how it influences such countless people, and furthermore, their families. Besides, in one more explanation via virtual entertainment, they said it was a help to at last have a reasonable conclusion. They offered their most profound thanks for the extraordinary overflow of adoration. The family proceeded to say that frontotemporal dementia is the most well-known type of dementia in individuals under 60 and has no medicines accessible today. There are no medicines for the illness, a reality that we trust can change in the years ahead. The explanation said that after this, there was a ton of talk among Bruce's fans, estimating that his well-being was in decline. An affirmation came from his little girl Tula, who was uncovered on a new episode of The Drew Barrymore Show that her dad's condition, frontotemporal dementia, was not further developing. Tula made sense of why her family decided to be open about the finding with people in general. So you know we're there and we're watching talk. And you know, for me, I'm the most youthful of the main litter. I'm the most youthful of the principal litter. The 29-year-old uncovered Drew in spite of his condition. He remains unaltered, and I've come to understand that that is the best result we can expect. She proceeded to communicate the exceptional association she actually shares with her kid's father, a celebrity, stressing the adoration they keep on sharing regardless of the difficulties of frontotemporal dementia. Well, I believe it's twofold. On the one hand, it's what our identity is as a family. Yet in addition, we genuinely should spread mindfulness about FTD. Barrymore asked her visitor why she and her family were so open about the sickness. Tula answered on the off chance that we can take something that we're battling with as a family and assist others with turning it around to make something delightful about it that is truly unique for us. She proceeded, and part of what's been a truly gorgeous way for me to recuperate through this is becoming like a classicist to my father's reality to his little knickknacks and do fathers. Besides, as indicated by Nira magazine. Demi Moore additionally experienced misfortune when her ex Bruce Willis couldn't perceive her. The 60-year-old entertainer, upon getting back from an outing to Italy throughout the late spring, supposedly confronted the deplorable reality that the stalwart entertainer at present, fighting fronto-worldly AA, was as of now not ready to recognize her. Bruce and Demi were hitched in 1987 and stayed together for quite some time, during which they had 3 girls gossip. Scout and Tula, an insider, said Demi stayed in contact with the children and Bruce's significant other, Emma Hemming. However, she had no clue he'd gone up to this point downhill, while Demi was in Italy. The insider claims Bruce's memory of her is blurred. They added that Demi could perceive that he truly didn't perceive her, regardless of the difficulties he faces. The source recommends that Bruce can, in any case, perceive his ongoing spouse Emma and their kids every so often, as indicated by the fact that there are minutes when he communicates satisfaction, especially when his oldest little girl talks and goes into the room with her new child Lou anyway. The insider likewise noticed that Bruce can show hostility and is going through a recognizable decay. You understand? I'm deciding the vet dementia is difficult. It's challenging for the individual analyzed, it's additionally unforgiving with the family, and that is the same for Bruce, myself, or our young ladies. Specialists accept that the kind of dementia distressing Bruce Willis is only one of the different structures that this condition can show. Deciding the particular sort is essential as it impacts the necessary consideration and sets assumptions for both the patient and their relatives. In addition, there is no fix or method for easing back the movement of frontotemporal dementia. A specialist said that in light of the fact that it's more uncommon than Alzheimer's illness, there most likely hasn't been as much exploration, and there haven't been any medicines that have been demonstrated to be helpful anyway in a new meeting. Bruce Willis's significant other Emma Hemming Willis shared that it is trying to decide if the entertainer, eminent for his jobs in Die Hard and raw fiction, knows about the degree to which his condition has weakened, addressing the present Hodakapa. She uncovered that she has been a consideration accomplice for her significant other since the snapshot of finding that we're an exceptionally legitimate and open family. Also, you realize the main thing was to be capable, as far as we're concerned, to get out whatever the illness was. Make sense of what it is. Emma describes Bruce as the gift that continues to be provided, featuring the important illustrations of affection, persistence, and flexibility that he keeps on conferring on their family amidst their difficulties. Hemming Willis is effectively taking part in pushing for people wrestling with frontotemporal dementia. This condition envelops side effects, for example, personal difficulties. Correspondence hardships battles with strolling and deterrence in the domain of work as nitty-gritty by the Public Foundation on Maturing in light of the fact that when you understand what the sickness is from a clinical stance, it kind of all seems okay, so it was vital that we let them in on what. It is on the grounds that, as you know, I don't believe that there should be frontotemporal dementia, which can frequently be misdiagnosed, and to at long last comprehend what was occurring so I could be into the acknowledgement of what it is doesn't make it any less difficult. However, being in the loop of what is befalling Bruce makes it a little simpler. Hemming Willis said she further continued saying dementia is difficult. It's no picnic for the individual analyzed. It's likewise unforgiving with the family, Hemming Willis said. And that is the same for Bruce, myself, or our young ladies. When they say this is a family illness, it truly is anyway. Twilight maker Glenn Gordon likewise shared his perspectives on Willis' ailment while he was working with him when Willis' late 1980 SABC series Working Two Jobs opened up to stream on Hulu for 5 seasons. Willis and Seal Shepherd reformed the Will They or Won't They couple on television, and the entertainer was excited so that the world might be able to see the show again on Gushing as per Working Two Jobs. Maker Glenn Gordon Karen, the cycle to get Working Two Jobs on Hulu has taken a long time. And Bruce's sickness is an ever-evolving illness, so I had the option to speak with him before the infection delivered him. But it was incommunicative as he seems to be currently expecting to get the show back before individuals. Karen, as of late, told the New York Post, I realize it is a seriously big deal to him. Karen shared that he has kept in touch with Willis' better half and 3 more seasoned kids since partners on the arrangements of the entertainer's new movies communicated worry about his prosperity before the finding in a meeting with the New York Post. Karen mentioned that I have made a respectable attempt to remain in his life. Karen told the New York Post, adding that what makes his illness so amazing is that, assuming you've at any point invested energy in Bruce Willis, there is nobody who has had any more satisfaction than he cherished life and simply revered getting up each day and attempting to carry on with life to its fullest. Karen informed the Post that FTD has left Willis to a great extent unequipped for correspondence, comparing it to seeing life through a screen entryway anyway. He communicated the conviction that Willis can, in any case, remember him. Karen expressed that his sense was that in the first 3 minutes, Willis knew who he was. He noticed that Willis was not totally verbal any longer and had lost his past eager perusing propensity in spite of the shortfall of those language abilities. Karen accentuated that Willis is still generally Bruce. The maker further commented that when you're with him, you comprehend that he's Bruce, and you're grateful that he's present. However, the delight of life is no longer there, and I surmise that ultimately someone expressed shouldn't something be said about that Bruce Willis individual, and they offered him he had an extremely savvy smart specialist anyway. His family is attempting to thoroughly take care of him, but the treatment for this sickness is truly challenging. Tracking down his fans likewise showed their interest in Bruce's well-being. One of them wrote, "I love their relational peculiarities. Bruce Willis has continuously been one of my #1 entertainers. I have such a miserable outlook on his medical issue, yet I'm glad that the family is extremely close." That is a certified love period. Another edition doesn't have a lot of time left. Wow! Simply wow! Bruce merits better compared to the many years I have been partaking in. Working 2 jobs is such an extraordinary. Subscribe She Spice for more videos.